just start with, been a long road to get meaningful minutes in a college basketball game. How did that feel on Monday night to do that?
It felt good. It was first time really getting out there, or that was the second game, but I mean, it felt good out there. I've been working all summer, so just to see the work pay off, was really excited.
What were the emotions like going to bed after posting a double-double and what was not your college debut, but
Right.
pretty close to it?
Yeah. I mean, it felt good. I really wasn't surprised about it. I've been working my tail off all summer, so I mean, I really wasn't surprised. So I'm just worried about the next game, next practice.
I mean, I know you played 3 games at Baylor last year, but did you almost consider this maybe a debut of sorts, just for something you played a key pivotal role?
Yeah. I mean, I consider it as a debut for me. This is I feel like this is one of the first coaching staffs that really trusts me out there and can let me go out there like that, like how I did the other night. So yeah.
Brad just specifically called out how well you went up and down the floor.
Yeah.
How do you feel, and is that how does that compare to how you were before you came even to Baylor?
Yeah, I mean, I feel great out there. Like I said, just the work I put in this summer, me and Fletch. As soon as I got here back in January, we were hitting it hard. So I feel good out there. When I was at Baylor, it's a little bit out of shape, but I wanted to make a change as soon as I got here to my next destination, and I did that, and it's finally paying off, finally showing.
How much did it push you the way this coaching staff wants you to play physically, that is?
Repeat that.
How much did it push you physically with the way this coaching staff wants and needs you and a big to play?
Yeah, I mean, it pushed me a lot. I mean, I was just motivated. Just transferring. That could just be could be a hard process sometimes. So I was already motivated coming in. So I just want to be the best version of me.
You even hit the fall-away jumper later in the game. It seemed like you were feeling it out there.
Yeah, I was. I practice that all the time. Late nights. I just kind of go in the gym by myself and just work on my own stuff. I watch a lot of film. I like the old guys, Keem Olajuwon, Tim Duncan. So I just late at night I try to work on just some of that stuff.
Is that where you picked up that pass fake into the shot?
Yeah.
'Cause you got a little bit of pop on that one.
Yeah. That's just, I mean, I've been having that in my bag, but I mean, I feel like it's a lot of stuff you guys haven't seen yet. So I'm just really excited to show that.
When did you start maybe watching Duncan and Olajuwon? Just like maybe
I
don't want to say old guys because
right,
I watched them.
Right, yeah. So I mean, just coming up as a kid, my dad's real old school, so he introduced me to all those guys. He attended the Magic Johnson camp, so he showed me all the drills and stuff. So I mean, I always really watch those older guys. Yeah.
Brad said the points weren't a surprise to him because his words, you kick our ass every day in practice. Was there a moment, if you could think back to practice last year, that you were like, oh, I'm starting to feel like myself again on the basketball court, even though you couldn't play in the game?
Right.
Was there any moment like that?
When I got to
Yeah,
Illinois,
just maybe like late second semester where you were really starting to feel like you again on the practice floor. Like, is there anything that stands out?
Yeah. So when I first got here, playing against Kofi, it took me a few weeks to really get comfortable out there because he's so big. So I struggled a little bit, but I kind of got the hang of him a little bit. So I felt I got comfortable real fast. Being on scout team and stuff, I was able to do a little bit more. Play other guys' roles and stuff, so I got real comfortable fast, and they just seen that. Coach staff just seen that, so yeah.
Dain, are you comfortable with your role right now, or are you looking to play your way into the starting lineup?
Yeah, I'm comfortable with my role right now. I'm just worrying about winning. That's my biggest thing. I'm not really into minutes or anything like that. I know my time's gonna come. I work hard every single day, so. That's just winning is my thing right now.
What's different about coming off the bench compared to starting the game in the starting lineup? Do you look to make a little bit more of an impact when you jump into the game off the bench?
That's what I try to do every single time I get in the game, whether it's starting or coming off the bench. it's just those are things that you can control. Just working hard, just, you know, trying, effort. So I try to do that every time I step on the court.
Seems like, you know, you and Coleman can give teams different looks. So what's the advantage maybe, you know, splitting time with him or maybe sharing time on the court with him, just the two of you together?
Me personally, I feel like me and Coleman play really well together on the court. You know, he's more of a pick and pop type of guy. You know, he looks for me a lot. He's a good teammate. He looks for me a lot in the post. So yeah, I mean, I feel like we play really well together out there.
I know you kind of talked about going up against Kofi again and again in practice. Was it a different feeling going out in the game when you're not going against that kind of a guy?
Yeah, like Kofi, he got me like really. When I got here, it was tough. Like I said, it was real tough. So like having to bang with him every day, and then you know now it's just like okay, cool. Like I can kill out there, but it was kind of a struggle for me. But I got used to Kofi. You know, he's here right now. So we kind of had a little talk about yesterday about just some of the practices and you know, battles we had. So it was real good.
Walk us through, what do some of those late night gym sessions look like? Is it like midnight? Is it like new oven, old oven? What was that like?
I mean, yeah, it was, you know, with the restrictions a little bit at old oven, I really wasn't able to get in there a lot. But, you know, now, sometimes I just get in there 11, 12 o'clock. Sometimes when we have like a day off the next day, you know, sleeping is real important to me. So I try to get in there at like 9 or 10, just for like 45, 30 minutes. You know, I don't try to stay in there for long, 2 hours or anything like that. But I mean, that 30 to 45 minutes, I'm going super hard. And I'm just, you know, just working on the stuff like that makes me comfortable out on the court. You know, sometimes it's good to work on your own stuff. You know, so.
Is there anything about that time that's like, has it always been kind of your workout time as opposed to maybe getting up with Terrence at 4:30 in the morning?
Yeah, so in the summer I was doing some morning sessions, but I'm really not a morning person like that, I'm not even gonna lie. So I'm more of a late night type of guy, but you know, a lot of times I will get in there before practice just to shoot free throws, you know, 100 free throws, or just working on my form. You know, every day I try to do something that's gonna help my game out, whether that's eating, nutrition, or you know, just something little I can do every single day.
What's the value of maybe like a 30-minute workout as opposed to just maybe be out there for 2 hours grinding?
Right, yeah. So like, you know, I've talked to a lot of pros out there, and then just like my advice, or their advice that they gave me was just like, you don't have to be out there for 2 hours all the time. You know, it should be 30 to the most an hour, just if you going hard. Because that's how the game's gonna be. You're not gonna be out there for 2 hours just straight. You know, it's usually 30 minutes to an hour. So yeah, I just try to go hard within that time frame.
They're celebrating the Big Ten title tomorrow night. You're part of also a national title team in Baylor. What did you take from those teams to now where you're a factor on a squad that can lead to success now with you being in the mix?
Yeah, I mean, just you know, just the mindset of winning. You know, when I was at Baylor, I was around guys who just wanted to win. They knew their roles, so I mean, I picked up a lot from that Baylor team. Just being able to know what it takes to win. And then when I got here, of course, same thing. You know, I was around a group of guys, culture, just winning. So that's what I want to bring to this team.
Dain, do you feel like you're in optimal physical condition now, or is it still work in progress for you?
Yeah, I mean, this is the best I've felt in a very long time. I feel like I'm in shape, but I mean, you know, grind doesn't stop. So, you know, I always can get better. I'm never satisfied. I still feel like I can do better. I can be in better shape. So I'm still working every day.
Have you and Kofi gone one-on-one since he's been back for old time's sake?
No, we were just talking about that yesterday. So we might do that before he leaves.
Yeah.